just continuing some of the ideas of object orientation. When we go into something we've done previously, we'd set up a constructor, which means when you take an instance of this, it will invoke this method here. And if we take in, say, hours worked, and I'm setting hours worked here to be hours in week, which is a private variable. Previously I'd gone into here and I had used this code to set hours in week. So if I go to definition, I'd done this here with an accessor. Well, I can just not, that's one way, but I can also just go to, when I take the instance, directly put it in there. So I can say my hours in week is just 10 and comment that out. You can see it's given me an error here, and that's because there's nothing now to implement that in this code. What I could do is I could say, if you saw that little thing here, generate constructor, so I can go in there and it's done one here to sort of manually allocate it. But what I can say, because I'm inheriting here, I can just say base let me see what it makes that. So if I now run this and I say, well, what is, I step into the class, it's a private variable, and I say, what is that? It is now 10, and it's 10 because when the program took the instance here, it had the value 10. This goes to the constructor, and the constructor is this code here. I'm taking an instance of employee schedule here, and employee schedule is now using the base class, which is hours worked. So what we're actually demonstrating, I'll see if it let me step into this. So I've gone there, I've run the program, I've gone into here, and as I go into this code, you can see it goes into hours worked, and then I set the private variable. The convention here was the underscore, it means it's private. So it's set to 0 because it hasn't executed the line, and then execute that line of code. It's now gone to 10. So, and then nothing else in the constructor, and we come out of the program. And then the rest of the program would then just run as it had before. And the only thing we're demonstrating here, you can see the same values are here, is that we can set up a higher class, and this allows us to build in different methods based on different requirements. So hours worked, in other words, can be used in several different classes. We might have employee schedule, which uses the number of hours. We might have sickness report and class, and then we might have a holiday class, and they could all use hours worked and all use different methods.